I cannot fight it, so don't deny me. We're feeling out of time. And no, it's not easy, that's what I know. Oh, it's not easy, that's what I know.
And that was What She Knows by the band The Telmos. And Andy Pickering from the band is on the line now. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? All right?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Not bad.
I can't actually believe how good that sounds. I just buzzed through to Helena and I was like, is this a song that's already out there? Because it's perfect. Like, my boyfriend is obsessed with the Beatles, and to me, that it has sort of a Beatlesy 60s vibe, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So tell me about the song.
Well, yeah, you nailed it, really. It's definitely very 60s. I'm always sort of been influenced by, like, Beatles and the Kinks and the Beach Boys and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, the song is, written in that vein. It's just wanting to capture that kind of perfect pop essence, I guess, from the 60s, but sort of bringing it up to date as well at the same time.
You do it brilliantly. So tell me about the band then, the Telmos. Interesting name.
Well, firstly, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I sort of record all my own sort of albums myself, where I pretty much have played every instrument on them. I've been doing that for a number of years, which came off the back of being in a band in London called the Draytones, which were also quite a 60s group.
Another interesting name as well.
Yeah, the Telmos, yeah, so it was kind of me. I moved up to Sheffield about 4 years ago, and I brought my solo project up here and kind of, just fell in with some musicians. I met a drummer called Ed Evans, who was also in a local band a few years ago called Pistola Kicks. A few people on the Sheffield scene will have heard of them, and got it going as a live thing, and I didn't really want to just go off my own name, so I kind of used the songs that I've been doing myself, but then incorporated other musicians. We've had quite a few people involved in the project over the years, and down the line, we ended up recording that particular song in the EP, which is called How Quick It Goes Away. We recorded that at a very unique recording studio in London called Toe Rag Studios with a producer called Liam Watson, who did an album with the White Stripes called Elephant there.
No way!
And, yeah, so it's a proper time warp 60s, kind of studio. No computers in there or anything, so it's all done like the old way, and that's why it sounds like that.
Oh, it's just so good, honestly. But tell me about sort of the rest of the EP.
We did 4 songs in 4 days at Toe Rag. The title track, How Quick It Goes Away, What She Knows, Ends Meet Blues, and then a song called It Will Blow Over. And each one is very different. It just sort of showcases my different sort of styles that I write in. As you asked about the band name, I used to be in, like I say, a band called the Draytones, and we played a lot in Argentina, and had a good connection with Argentina. In fact, I played there with the Telmos about 3 years ago, and it's named after a region called San Telmo, so it's kind of like just nicking their name really, and putting,
Yeah,
putting
how
nice
did you
spin
end
on
up in
it.
Argentina? You don't just sort of, accidentally fall on a plane and end up there, do you? What's the story?
So the band I was in called the Draytones had quite a big following in Argentina. Our lead singer was actually from Argentina but lived in London, and I got the opportunity to go over and play there quite a few times. So I built up contacts and friends and things, and then once I'd formed my own band, I just called a few people and was like, I'd like to organise some gigs, and we just went. It was just me and the drummer Ed. We went and we played with some friends there to fill out the rest of the band.
So tell me how people can hear and find your content. Where are you on social media? What platforms are you on?
Okay, so the Telmos and Andy Pickering, which are 2 separate artists, if you like, if you're looking them up, but on Spotify, on Apple Music, anywhere really you can stream music. It's available.
It's everywhere.
I have a website. Yeah, I have a website called andypickering.co.uk, which has everything on it. Also got a Bandcamp, which pretty much if you type in Andy Pickering music, like the Telmos and Andy Pickering, I hate talking myself like third person, but
it's fine. You're a celebrity. You've been gigging in Argentina, living the life years ago. So you've made it. You can say that. You can say that. And obviously, this song is so good as well. So just a quick one before I let you go, because I've loved chatting to you, Andy, of course. How do you get inspiration for writing? Because I feel like a lot of people will listen to that track and think that's amazing. But do you write off like personal experience, or does it sort of just come to you?
Lyrically, that song's kind of unique compared to a lot of my songs, because that just was one of the songs that fell out of the sky. I wrote and recorded the song from start to finish. Not that version of it that I did with the band, but there's also an Andy Pickering What She Knows version out there somewhere that I did myself. And the song was like from the first chord to the finished recording was only 2 days.
Oh my gosh,
so
wow.
It never ever happens like that. That was a song, like I say, that just came. I was just about to go to work and I started strumming that, and I just recorded it on my phone, and then I got home, I finished it, the next day I recorded it and it was done. So it was very, very quick. But it's just about being, I've always been obsessed with kind of, the Beatles is a very generic sort of band to sort of talk about the 60s because there's so many great ones. But I'm just super passionate about sort of wanting to be able to write those kind of classic melodic songs. And I've been a piano player since I was 5 and stuff. So kind of I'm not sort of not adverse to writing, a melody or two. And it's just, over the years, just develop it really. And it's not like the first song you ever write is going to sound like What She Knows. It's probably been writing songs for 10 years at that point.
No, of course. You're very good at it.
Thank you very much.
No problem. But Andy, thank you so much for coming to chat to me. I enjoyed your track so much. That was What She Knows. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much. Cheers,
bye,
then.
bye. Oh, Andy Pickering there with his track What She Knows. Gave me a good rundown of everything. We like a thorough guest.